Max.
Bro.
Max, are you alive? Will you speak? You're on mute.
Maybe he didn't know he was on mute.
Yeah, I didn't realise I was on.
Fantastic, that's a great start. You're back on mute, so I don't know what...
What's actually going on?
Well, this is going very well so far.
Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of the Who Stuff Discuss podcast. Today we're going to be discussing stuff coming in 2021, starting with TF is discussing Series 13.
Series 13, surprisingly, out this year. It's been cut down from 10 to 8 episodes, which already 10 was a cut. But I'm personally, I don't know about anyone else, but quite excited for Series 13 because John Bishop is going to be in it. We knew that after the Revolution special, the teaser that they did. And, of course, What's Her Face is back. Yes, she's back in it as well. And it may or not be 13's last season. I've personally accepted that it will be. It's still a rumour, but 3-year plan, 3-year season, I think it probably will be her last. So I'm excited for Series 13. Of course, it's been cut and we don't know whether it will be autumn time or closer to Christmas, but I don't know about anyone else, but I'm personally looking forward to it more than I was for Series 12, I think.
Well, considering all the rumours and Sontarans and that image of the Reaping Angel that popped up randomly, it does seem quite cool, and that they're going to return a couple classic monsters, so yeah. And the Sontarans especially, I've been wanting a proper story with them for so long, just because I've just been bored of Strax and how Moffat just made a mockery of the Sontarans, so it would be nice to have a full-on Sontaran story again, in my opinion.
Obviously, something to mention is that it has been cut down to 8 episodes, which is like the shortest series there's been, but as long as it's good episodes, then that wouldn't bother me. But you know, because usually there is at least a dud or two even in great series, so hopefully the ones that Chibnall have cut out have been the sort of unneeded ones. Obviously, you know, because of COVID and everything, it makes sense why it's only 8, but hopefully it'll really be quality over quantity, and it will be 8 good episodes, and things like the Sontarans do excite me, and John Bishop as a companion, so I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, me too. I think it's going to be a good season because obviously it's 8 episodes and that, but I think the main thing I really want from this next season is for the 13th Doctor to be a lot different and darker and less happy and annoying as she is, to be honest.
The only part of Series 13 I'm excited about is the possibility of 13 leaving.
I am now introducing one of my favourite things of all time, which is the upcoming Target books, which are being hopefully released this year. I haven't actually seen any update on them apart from
May, isn't it?
I had March and May, but we'll see. They're on Amazon, they're March, but I think it could be May. They could be pushed back. But anyway, we have got 7 new beautiful novelisations joining us very soon, even though there hasn't been any like cover reveal, which is a bit concerning, but we'll move on. But these 7 stories are The Pirate Planet, Revelation of the Daleks, Resurrection of the Daleks, the TV movie Dalek, The Crimson Horror, and The Witchfinders, which are odd choices, especially the New Who ones. But I'm so looking forward to these. I'm going to get all 7. Because if you know me, you know that I love Target books. Revelation and Resurrection and Pirate Planet have all been novelised, but they haven't actually been condensed into a small paperback Target book. So it's really good to have them in the collection. But I'm so excited for all of them, especially the TV movie. I think that can be an interesting novelisation. And I'm intrigued to see why they've chosen The Crimson Horror. I mean, it's not a classic episode by any means, but hey, you know, that's all I have to say. I'm really excited for these books.
These are some of the merchandise that I am most just looking forward to. I really like Target books, maybe not as much as Seb, but they are great, and these choices are interesting. I'm really looking forward to the Crimson Horror. I think it's a really underrated episode, and I think its sort of dark style might fit into a novelisation quite well. Resurrection and Revelation, a bit unnecessary. I don't feel like the hardbacks were odd in themselves. They were very nice, special sort of things, but if they were going to release them like that and then release them again, they could have just done the paperbacks in the first place, because now I don't really want two versions of a Revelation of the Daleks Target book. But
I might actually pick up the Crimson Horror one, just because I'm not a massive fan on the episode, and I'm just curious to see if anything's changed in the novelisation. This could be good.
The TV movie is really the one that I'm most excited for, and will it be any better than the TV movie itself? Will the Doctor remain half human? I have no idea. And
Slander.
I've already got and the New Who one can start off, but yeah, I might get Revelation because I don't think I ended up getting that one, but it's nice to see Target books still coming out. I'm pleased.
Yeah, talking of the TV movie, I do hope that it's better, because I do like the TV movie. It's a bit fun, but it is very silly, and I think there are some interesting concepts in there that could be done better in book form if they sort of changed it a bit. And obviously in book form you won't have all the annoying American voices. So
yeah, I feel like that them obviously novelising the TV movie could make it good in a way, because the actual story is crap and is just terrible. And also with the Resurrection and Revelation, I don't really see the point of making the other novelisations they did of them previously, which sort of makes the Target books more irrelevant. But I think that Dalek can be good, because obviously it's a great story and having it novelised would be good.
Moving on to probably one of the most exciting things for me that's coming out this year. Christopher Eccleston is back as the Ninth Doctor, and he's my favourite Doctor, and I'm honestly so excited that he's doing Big Finish. I'll probably end up getting all 4 volumes just because I'm really excited, and the time we're recording this, the cover for Volume 1 was revealed yesterday, and it looks quite interesting. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that.
That is something very exciting. I'm not a huge Big Finish collector. I've not got loads. I've enjoyed some of the stuff I've listened to, but I find overrated in my opinion, and quite expensive. But I've always said if there's something really exciting that interests me, because there's so much Big Finish and it's hard to keep track of, but if there's something really exciting, then I'll get it. And if Christopher Eccleston coming back recording new Doctor Who as the Ninth Doctor isn't really exciting, then I don't know what is. So I'll definitely get at least the first volume, see what it's like. If it's good, I'll hopefully get more. The cover does look interesting, and it's just insane to think, because considering that before this, a few years ago, we could have never imagined Christopher Eccleston having anything to do with Doctor Who like this and coming on to Big Finish. And I think that's the most exciting Big Finish release of next year. There's loads of Big Finish stuff. There's other things. There's that Dalek Universe stuff, but I think I'm definitely going to get the Ninth Doctor stuff.
I have to say, it's all very exciting and stuff, but it does make me chuckle at how huge U-turn this is on Chris's behalf, because originally he said he wasn't doing conventions after the first one. Now he's really enjoying them, certainly pre-COVID times. And then he said he wouldn't reprise his role as the Doctor, and now he's doing Big Finish, which is brilliant. And in some interview recently, he said he would return as the Doctor on TV when Hell Freezes over, but I take that as a massive pinch of salt. And it is really exciting. Unfortunately, the price sort of is a bit of a downer for me, which is why I avoid these kind of big releases from Big Finish, but I think busting the piggy bank might be worth it for this one.
And I think we've all said at least one point in our lives that we would have hoped that Chris would have done a second season, and this is probably the closest we can get to that thus far. And it was just today actually, I was debating whether to get this, and I think I will get a couple of volumes, maybe 1 or 2.
Yeah, I've never actually really been interested in Big Finish as much as other people. I don't own any, and I never thought I'd buy any until they announced that the Ninth Doctor was coming back. He's been my favourite Doctor for like the last 5 years or something ridiculous, because just series 1's just amazing, and having him finally reprise his role is amazing, and this obviously opens more doors to more big finishes, including him.
So next up, we've got the classic DVD range, which has been making a bit of a comeback in the recent years with animations. And so far for next year, we know about The Web of Fear, which I'm really interested about. Wasn't sort of top choice or predicted thing, but it's really good to get the proper release it should have had in the first place. It's sort of like the Resurrection and Revelation Target books. We shouldn't need a second release of it. They should have given us this with the first. But I really love the Web of Fear story, and just the fact that part 3 is really bad telly snaps just really takes away from it, especially considering part 3 is the first appearance of the Brigadier. So to get it in, a much more watchable form will be great, and hopefully some nice new special features on that. And also, there's sort of a lot of predictions and things being thrown around for the other animations of next year. There was a lot of newspaper articles about The Abominable Snowman and Evil of the Daleks, which have not been officially confirmed by the BBC yet, but they seem very likely, and they're definitely 2 sort of fan favourites, and ones that have been really, really wanted. I would certainly be very happy if they were. What would you guys think about that?
I can't really see how anyone could be upset or not happy about animations. It's brilliant to have any story coming onto DVD for classic Who viewers and potentially new Who viewers as well. And I'm chuffed about Web of Fear because it's one I've always holded off getting because of episode 3. And
with Web of Fear, the obviously original part 3 was built up of horrible telesnaps, and just having it like animated and then watchable is just something really good that obviously can be built on more in the future if they do Hartnell episodes, which again, what TF said with them being able to possibly do collection box sets for the first and second Doctors, which would just be really good. Talking of collection box sets, season 8 is going to be released, I think, next month in February 2021, which is obviously it's exciting to everyone because it's the first collection box set we've had since, I think, the re-release of season 12 in April of last year. But again,
season 14 in May.
Or season 14 in May, which having season 8 is a really good one for them to have chose, because obviously it's compiled of all amazing stories, and I really don't think there's one good in it, which makes it more wanting to get thing, kind of. And hopefully they announce more later this year.
I don't get the collection Blu-ray box sets just because I'm collecting the classic DVDs still, and I don't have the money to spend on the collection box sets. But I think, for people who do get them, this is a great season to release. I love season 8. I love the Pertwee era in general. It's one of my favourite eras of the show. He's one of my favourite Doctors, and I think it's a really, really solid season. Just thinking about the episodes, there's not a single dud. Terror of the Autons is fantastic. There's some of the best Pertwee episodes in there, such as The Mind of Evil, which I love, and The Daemons, which is fantastic. And as I say, I think every episode in the series is great, so you can't really go wrong with that. And the cover art is just magnificent.
Yeah, the cover art is a really great thing about these box sets. And like Max said, with season 20 and 24, it would be nice to have more collection box sets later this year. And, well, there's a possibility that this one might get delayed because of COVID and lockdown and things.
I am torn on this one. I am really torn. It's a really mixed season, but first I just want to say it is £5 more expensive. I do understand there are reasons behind that, but it is. I have got all the DVDs. Do I really want it? It's worth it. And as for the stories themselves, Terror of the Autons is amazing. The Daemons is amazing. The Mind of Evil is pretty good. Colony in Space. I struggle to get along with Colony in Space.
How dare you? A fantastic story.
And the other one, which is someone help me out here.
When I was talking about it, I was trying to look over at my DVDs, and they're all covered, and I can't think.
There's another one, but
Claws
it
of
can't be that great.
Axos. That's it. Claws of Axos.
Claws of Axos, there we go. Again, it's the one that I'm not a big fan of, but I don't know if I'll get this one. I probably will, knowing me, because I succumb to everything.
Moving on to the last thing now, Time Lord Victorious and game things. As an epic gamer like myself, I'm really looking forward to these games, The Lonely Assassins and The Edge of Reality, and I also think they are making a non-VR version of The Edge of Time, so that should be interesting.
We're really scraping the bottom of the barrel with these topics here. To be honest, I don't know really what much of any of this stuff is. A lot of Doctor Who stuff I'm just sort of clued up about and I read into, but games, escape rooms, VR stuff, it all just sort of blends together for me. And this certainly isn't the most exciting thing for 2021, in my opinion.
On the topic of escape rooms and things like that, there's also Time Fracture as well, which is similar to the Doctor Experience Adventure, I think, which is just like a 90-minute walk around of just things, and I mean, it seems interesting-ish.
I think The Lonely Assassins has potential to be a good game, because obviously I think it was made by the same people who made that Simulcra game, which was in the same format, and it was actually quite a good game, so obviously it having Weeping Angels and Osgood, I think.
So I want to thank everyone for watching this Who Stuff Discussed podcast. Hopefully next time there'll be all 5 of us together. You know, chances are probably not. So sorry about that. It'll probably be a solo video next week or whenever one of us can chop one out.
Don't say next week. That's it.
Yeah, maybe not next week. We'll see about that. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you in the next Who Stuff Discussed podcast, whatever that may be. Bye for now.